going on and on. Can't you keep it to yourself for once? Oh, I think I found a new way out, way beyond your shadow doubt. And I can't breathe. Oh, I hope you're keeping count of all the times you let me down, and all the things you said out loud, the bullshit I could cry about. And I know we could be stronger now, and leave it up to fate somehow. But everything I do for me.
Sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind. And then you came over and you showed me love that I never had seen before. And now when I got you, it's all gonna be alright. Thinking about all the things we did tonight, what a time to be alive. Just you and I, just you and I. Only you can put my fire out. You can turn it all around. You can lift me off the ground, so we can fly again, so we can fly again. Not to go out of my mind. And all I need right now is for you to stay the night. But if you keep saying that you've got to leave, then I'm gonna be alright. As long as you tell me that we ain't running out of time. Thinking about all the things we did tonight, what a time to be alive. Just you and I, just you and I. Only you can put my fire out. You can turn it all around. And you can lift me off the ground, so we can fly again, so we can fly again. So we can fly again.
close to the speed of light, special relativity provides us with a means of going to the stars.
In the air tonight, take over your mind. Let it hypnotize. Feel it in your skin, slowly it begins. Like a drug.
had the chance to run, leave behind the said and done, figure out what's to come. Reasons, all the bigger things I can't ignore. I'm not getting what I came here for. Gotta get ahead of something more. So I think I found a new way out, way beyond a shadow of doubt. 'Cause I can't breathe, and I guess I could be stronger now and leave it up to fate somehow. But I'm doing this for me. Give it up, baby, I'm not fooling anyone. Always going on and on. Can't you keep it to yourself for once? Oh, I think I found a new way out, way beyond your shadow of doubt. And I can't breathe. Oh, I hope you're keeping count of all the times you let me down, and all the things you said out loud, the bullshit I could cry about. And I know we could be stronger now and leave it up to fate somehow. But everything I do for me.
I get lost sometimes and I can't seem to find a light between the walls I built for myself right in my mind. And then you came over and you showed me love that I never had seen before. And now when I got you, it's all gonna be alright. Thinking about all the things we did tonight, what a time to be alive. Just you and I, just you and I. Only you can put the fire out. You can turn it all around. You can lift me off the ground, so we can fly again, so we can fly again.
Hashtag Team Programs.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Simplay Motorsport, here for your weekly racing around the Oscherslaben A course here in Germany. We've not been to Germany since Nürburgring, I believe, last season, or Hockenheim, I think it was last season. So it's good to be back. Thanks, Dan. Good to be back here at the track. Great to be back on the stream now. For the 13 people watching, the guys out on track, and me and Dan ourselves, please bear with us tonight. PlayStation has decided to commit suicide at the very last minute, and has decided to murder all of its servers. So we are struggling to get people connected. If there is if there is a mass disconnection straight away, we will postpone this back a week. We reckon we've got that PlayStation have it sorted, because there has not been a disconnection for a while. But we are here. I'm Matthew Duffin, live back in the commentary box with my good friend Daniel Davis. I can call you a good friend now as well after the weekend. Good friend Daniel Davis. How are you, buddy?
Excuse me, you can't call me a good friend before? I'm a bit ashamed, to be honest, but I'm not bad myself, Matthew. I'm not bad. I'm still recovering from the weekend, still half asleep, but nonetheless, I'm great to be back here and doing behind the wheel after I got a little bit of inspiration being at Donington Park.
Yeah, cracking weekend, and of course I could call you a good friend before, but we're even closer now after sharing a beer. So I was told. So I was told. When you can get drunk with a person, that's when you're truly good friends. As a wise man said Saturday evening, before it all went horribly wrong. But we're back, we're here, we're live. There's 15 people watching. Guys, get your thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Evening to Joe Smithy, Michael Connolly, PN Motorsport and Peaceful Stepdad in the chat. Like I say, do please bear with us. We are only down to 14 drivers in the Pro-Am. Welshie on holiday, not able to make it. Alfie might be able to make it. He is down your end. Glad you're laying round. Alfie might be able to make race 2. There is no Maze Gamer. He's run out of PSN. And Ukbar, we are waiting to get in. His mic is quiet. Mine or Dan's, Liam? That makes no sense. Mine or Dan's mic is the quiet one. Let us know. Welshie, how the hell can't I get FB but can get a live stream? Well, unlucky Welshie, it's a shame you aren't on the track, but either way, the drivers are getting us through the evening. Just waiting for Liam to confirm whose mic was quiet there. Dan, but we're at the Oscherslaben, we're in Germany. Who are we tipping tonight, Dan? Who are we tipping and what are we expecting?
Oh, we've got to look no further than the Renaults, surely not. We're at a chassis circuit, and let's be honest, Oscherslaben is probably the most downforce and chassis circuit, as we now had multiple cars get disconnected there. 3 cars just losing disconnection.
Okay, right, well, we'll see if they can get back in. If they cannot get back in, then the stream will end early and we will call it a night and push back next week. Who was it that we lost? Kelly,
Rabbit Joe
and Argent.
Yeah.
Kieran's disconnected. He's just said in the chat, yep, try and get back in. We'll try one time to get in and we'll see what happens. As Joe puts the exact same thing on the stream as well. Yeah, I can't see this going ahead tonight, Dan. Which is a shame.
But it is a shame. But for the fans and for everyone watching, it's an opportunity to get a little bit of a sneak preview of this beautiful circuit here in Germany. And also, I want to say as well, while we got a few people in the chat, I just want to say a massive happy anniversary to Matthew Duffin and Bethany Duffin, 3-year anniversary. So congratulations, guys.
Thank you very much.
Why the hell, Matt? I think what PlayStation's trying to tell us is that you'd be spending time with your wife and not talking to us.
I text her at I spoke to her at 12 o'clock today, dinner time today, and said, now, do I need to get Dan to stream this on his own? And she went, no, you're all right. She gave me the permission to be here. So I'd like to take the thanks to wish my wife a lovely, happy anniversary, 3-year anniversary. I would like to take the opportunity to say thank you for letting me stream tonight, because as we also found out Saturday night, without Beth, we wouldn't be here doing this. A lot happened Saturday night. If you wasn't there, you missed it. Where was you?
No comments on that one. No comments. But no, yeah, definitely a massive thank you to Beth. But I think the Sony and PlayStation and Project Cars, whoever the issue is, whatever they're trying to do, they're trying to tell Matt something, to tell him to get off the PlayStation and to go and spend some time with her. But at the same time, we need to get this season underway. We just got halfway through the season. We're now here at Oscherslaben, Germany. We've got some interesting cars out on the track that could possibly take good laps rounds here. But to be honest, there's only one car that I'm really looking at tonight to be strong, or maybe possibly next week. It is this car, the Renault. It's looking mightily strong here. And I would say a good lap time for Pro-Am would be a 1:29, possibly in the ballpark is what we're looking at.
As we get Kelly back in. Yeah, so's Argent. And the Renault, Dan, the butt of the jokes this weekend at Donington Park. But in all seriousness, it is the car that it can be tipped to do a lot tonight.
Oh, definitely so. And I know Gary has been bigging up the Renault so much. He loves it that much that he's going for his 3rd title in the Renault again next season. He's adamant that this thing is an absolute beast. So tune in next season, guys, when Gary recommends he's got a better setup for this car.
Yeah, we'll have to wait to see what happens in that season. Next season, though, but you look at the times that's coming in already, and there's a few guys in the 33s. Phil and Stelzloff a bit off the pace, but Smokey Devil and Nicky looking quick at the moment. Kelly and Argent back in. Still no Ukbar yet, and Rabbit Joe trying to reconnect as well. Hopefully Rabbit Joe can get in. Now, these guys have got in at the minute. Hopefully Joe can get himself in and we can keep going. It's going so well, so far so good at this moment in time, as Don't Know Mate then decides to chuck a 32 dead in there and get himself up into third. A few people missing tonight, Dan, including May's Gamer. Now, while I just quickly run through the championship standings while we are still going at this moment in time, May's Gamer leads the way 67 points ahead of Argent, with Joe in third place, 73 points behind. Then it's Nicky in fourth, he's 92 off the championship lead, with KLF in fifth. Smoky Devil is down in sixth place with Welshie in seventh. Don't Know Mate is eighth, Alfie is in ninth with DJ Phil 10th, Stealth Sloth 11th, Ukbar 12th, Dean Wasocki 13th, Smithy 14th, and Holfie bringing up the rear in 15th place. This tonight gives Dean and Smithy a chance to really score some big points here, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely so. And with these other drivers missing and not here to gain on their rivals, then Dean and Smithy have a perfect opportunity. And I'll tell you what, Smithy could be in a very good opportunity here. This Porsche is very, very suited to this kind of circuit. It likes to run the curves. Smithy taking a little bit too much curve there. But I really do think Smithy has a very good chance of scoring some decent points here tonight.
Yeah, I think he could be on for a good shout tonight, especially in that Porsche. It seems to be suited. I don't think tonight is going to be a night for these Mercedes-Benz. I think that these cars are going to struggle quite a bit throughout the evening. I think that's going to be a case. We're going to see the likes of Dean and Smokey and Phil and Argent and Joe, as Joe's just got himself back in. I think these guys are going to struggle. We are just now waiting for Ukbar, and that is all we've got for the night, but we haven't heard from him yet. I have messaged him personally, but not sure what is happening. This evening to Bethany Ann in the chat. Well, Bethany, as you're watching now, happy anniversary. As Nicky, currently the quickest man out there. Just as I was about to say, what can the Audi do? He span.
Does that? It does exactly that. And the thing is, this circuit is very, very difficult. It's difficult to get it right. Oh, we got Smithy off on the circuit as well. It's difficult to really hook a lap around here and keep it on track as well. But tell you what, we haven't done a lap with DJ Phil around the circuit, so we'll go on the German Mercedes and do a lap here of Oscherslaben A in Germany as we go down the back straight over the Volkswagen banner here and into a tricky turn one of a left-hander, a bit similar to Indianapolis, but instead of a little longer straight, Dean sends it down the inside of him. We go to turn two, which really never seems to end. It nearly comes back on itself, a full 360 degrees, but then you have to be really patient through here, be careful of the curves, and then down this little short straight into a hairpin, left-hand hairpin, and make sure there's multiple different lines through here, but it's very easy for the rear to become very light and to get too much traction. Down a little short straight again, and then into a double left-hand kink, where you want to try and get as much curve as possible, but let the car run out naturally, and then brake in here into the long right-hander. Now, track limits, Matt, this is where we've got to keep an eye on, is up here into the chicane, and the track limits are your wheels must be on the curb, as DJ Phil demonstrates beautifully through there, and through that tricky section there. Back straight, this is where the Mercedes can open its legs, but it's not really a long enough straight, not enough for it to really gain an advantage. Braking at the 100-meter board, and then turning in, being gentle on the brakes. There's a little hill there, can really unsettle the car. Into the quick left-hander, running it out wide, and then into another quick right-hander. Pit straight will be coming up, but more importantly, the pit lane is going to be an interesting one to keep an eye on. Very, very long pit lane. Really odd corner here, goes up in elevation and then back down. But that is a lap of the Oscherslaben Circuit A with DJ Phil and Dean Wasocki as well. And like I said, Matt, that pit lane is going to be very interesting.
That pit lane is going to be very interesting. I just want to point out Tony's comment. I don't know about that Merc struggling. Look at Argent. One lap pace means nothing. Argent is Argent. Although he's improved this season, we've still seen at times where Argent is capable of dropping it in a race. So trust me, I don't think the Mercs will do a lot. One lap pace is although his one lap pace is extraordinary, and that could give him pole. Let's just keep our eyes on it as it goes through the night. As Kelly's just gone in second. But yes, the pit lane, Dan, like you said, you kind of go through the pit lane before the final corner, and the pit limiter is way before you get into the garage. You might just see on the track map there's a little orange line just as you come out the corner. I'd love someone to go into the pits actually so we could see. So there's Argent, he's just going to normally pit, I reckon. Yep, I'd love someone to drive into the pit lane so we could see it, but you're on the limiter so long, Dan, aren't you, until you actually hit the garages. That it's really you get a drive through here tonight, that's your race done.
Yeah, drive through tonight, and it's going to hurt you big time, definitely so. And it's just going to, you really do have to make sure you get the race start very well. Oh, excuse me.
Excuse you.
But sorry, still catching up from the nights, our party nights. But yeah, if you get a drive through at the start of the night, it's really going to hamper you for the rest of the evening as well. With the long pit straight, locked pin lane as well, it's just going to hold you up, and whatever time you gain on the others will just disappear and disappear and disappear. So you really do have to be on the edge here this evening. And also, some of the guys will be starting slightly on a hill as they come down the main straight, so it will be very easy for them to get a speeding fine through the main straight.
So don't know, mate. It's currently P6. Nicky improves in 5th with a 130.9. Look at all the guys in the 130s, quite close in that top off. And don't know, mate, a 31.7, kind of a couple of tenths on his own, quicker than DJ Phil. Those in the 32s with Dean Wisocki and Smithy and Stovsoff struggling a bit more further back, as Rabbit Joe's currently 4th. We say it's a Renault track tonight, Dan, and I reckon you look at tomorrow, I reckon you're going to see Gary and Craig on form in the Renault as well. What can the Merc do realistically tonight? Because as much as we say, you know, it's not really a Merc track, it's not a power circuit, what can it do in the hands of Argent and Joe, who are fighting for a title, and now that Maze Game is a no-show tonight, really have a strong cause, a strong case of grabbing some great points and putting that pressure back on Maze Gamer?
Well, with Maze Gamer not here, they know they need to score decent points on him. They know that now's an opportunity to really maximise their opportunity. The only thing I can really see them doing, as they go 1-2 at the minute, the only thing I can really see them doing is going full downforce and making sure the car is completely hooked up everywhere, and just allowing that Mercedes grunt to come in at like the start or later on in the race. But if it was me, I'd be running as much downforce as I possibly can, making sure the car is consistent, not quick, but consistent.
Yeah.
Because this will be a circuit that tests your patience.
Yeah. No, completely agree with that one then. And it's going to be interesting to see what these guys can do as they go along throughout the evening. 16 people watching. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new. Don't know, mate. Just in the track limits there, 2 wheels on the curb. And the Audi struggled this season. Really has struggled this year, but don't know, mate, he's got the best out of it at times, and what can he do tonight? That's going to be the big question. Currently running 6th, and a night for him to make some moves and make some good points up. Could it be his first ever podium?
Yeah, it could possibly be. We don't know what's going to happen tonight. It looks like the weather is going to be staying relatively dry all week long for both Pro-Am and Pro. But nonetheless, it's a good chance for Don't Know, mate, to score decent points, and just catch on some of the competitors, really. Just try and keep it consistent is the key, as Smithy now gets disconnected. So maybe those gremlins might be occurring once again.
Yeah, we have got 5 minutes left of practice, then we go into the 10-minute qualifying session. So we have got time yet, and that's not a mass disconnection, that's just the one driver. So we're all right as Dean then, coming out the pit lane, what looks to be an outlap as he's going quite slowly through turn 1 and 2, getting them tyres up to temperature. Maybe then as we head into the final 5 minutes, he loses the car at turn 3. And Dan, he's got to be more consistent tonight. Dean has got pace, and we've seen this pace no more than at Daytona when he qualified well and practiced well. But he's got to get this consistency thing sorted. We said it about Argent, and Argent, all right, he's still got the gremlins in the closet, but Argent seems to be sorting them out. Dean really needs to get his consistency sorted now, and really needs to get his consistency under wraps so he can score big, because this is why Dean is currently lying down the order in the championship, because he's not scoring consistent points.
No, definitely not. And excuse me, my apologies. Like I said, the weekend's still trying to catch up on me. Yeah, going back to Dean's consistency, it's all well and good being one of the fastest cars or being in the fastest session, but unless your car is not capable of running that fast, it's completely pointless. It's not a 1-lap race. It is a 28-lap race, so you do have to make sure your car is drivable. And it's not that it has to be fast, it needs to suit your style. Very rarely, different drivers will drive different cars. I know for a fact Nicky and Kelly drive completely different to how myself and Gary or any others drive. You know, everyone has a unique and different style. So you can have the car set up to be really quick, but if it doesn't suit your style, you're never going to be quick in it.
And that's the problem, is we say a good evening to Disco, Disco Face and Fury. Evening, lads, and come on, Nicky and Kelly. Let's go pro laps with a few rainbows followed by that. Just going to run through the Constructors' title, and Forever Forward 62 points clear of Team Pro Laps, but both of the Pro Laps boys have double points to take. Only Argent has double points to take for the Forever Forward team, as we had now get Smithy in. One in, one out. We get Smithy in and we lose Nicky. Team Pro Laps and a third, 102 points off the Constructors' title, but you feel that DJ Motorsport could gain on him tonight. MC Motorsport then fifth, but no Welshie. Means Stelsloff's got to do it solo. AA 3D Printing with Justine on his own for race one at least will mean that they need some points to pull ahead of Ironbury Racing. Can Bryn try and gain that gap on his own? Team Cool Runnings then are behind Ironbury Racing and the Flying Dutchman bringing up the rear in the Constructors' title. But don't forget, some of them guys are independent runners, as we hopefully can get Nicky back in. Like we have said to those who have just tuned in, we are suffering with some server problems tonight, and it could be a case of we do postpone the evening, but I mean, we need a mass disconnection of one at a time, as one in, one out isn't enough at the moment. We think they're trying to get the servers back up, and they seem to be running better now than what it was about 45 minutes ago.
Yeah, my only worry is, Matt, that when we do go into a race situation and we do lose a driver here and there, we are going to lose half the grid relatively quickly.
Yeah.
So it is going to be interesting to see how this all plans out, and if it does end up at least 3 or 4 cars being disconnected in the race, we would have to look at possibly postponing it for a week, because it's not fair to certain drivers who've done the hard work and done the testing. For them to lose out.
No, exactly, and this is why we've said about the mass disconnection. If it does occur, we will postpone back 1 week, so Oscherslaben will become next week, and we'll look to review the Pro tomorrow night. Obviously, at the moment, Pro will still go ahead, and it will mean Pro-Am will finish 1 week later than Pro, but that's no bother, is it? We don't mind doing this one. Then as we head into this race, we head into the qualifying session with a minute 43 left to go. Still no Ukbar, no Maze Gamer, no Alfie, no Welshie, no Internet as he's away on holiday down in Cornwall, no Alfie, he hopes to get here for race 2. No Maze Gamer, he's not got PSN at the moment, and Ukbar, no one's heard of. Heard from him, should I say, as it's a Merc at the minute, followed by the Renault, Audi, Mercedes AMG, Mercedes SLS, Lamborghini, and then Porsche of Smith, who's not got a lap time in just yet. And we have 1 minute 15 left of this session. Is here Smithy, a man, Dan, who's getting better every week.
Yeah, man, he's slowly just suiting to the Porsche once again. BMW Z4 was a handful, as he's taken a lot of speed into there. Just needs to take a little bit slower on entry, but no, it looks a lot more happier and more comfortable in that Porsche 911, and to be honest, some of the best drivers drive a Porsche 911.
Yeah.
And he takes a lot of speed into the chicane, and
I tried to get him down. Yeah. That would have been brilliant.
Very impressive.
Nicky did say he joined, so hopefully we can get Nicky back in then before the practice session. He won't get time to set a lap, but he is in as Dean crosses the line 2.7 slower. He will get one more bite at the cherry to cross the line and see what he can do, but the top 4 cars are all separated by 9/10 of a second, and apologies because the weekend's still taking out on a lot of us guys who was away. Wow, yeah. Shouldn't have had them dark fruits on Saturday night, that is for sure.
I should never have had those Jaeger bombs. Thanks, Gary.
Yeah, get the Jaegers. Where is Gary in the chat tonight? He's probably sound asleep, tucked up in his bed as the session finishes then. And wow, look at that time from Kelly. 500ths of a second off the back of Argent at the end of that one. And Stovsloff crosses the line and no improvement from him. So it is just Dean and whoever's in front of Dean on a lap. Maybe DJ Phil. It is DJ Phil. So let's stay with Phil and see what he can do on this lap. But Kelly then, Dan, showing that he's got the pace of the Mercs at this track.
Yeah, definitely so. A 29.1. So these guys are already looking at their race pace and quali pace, and I think Kelly and Nicky might have been a little bit cautious previously, just working on their race up. But as I say that, Kelly now gets disconnected. So it's started to look a bit.
Yeah, it's sort of one in, one out, isn't it? Just as Smithy got in, Nicky went. As Nicky's got in, Kelly's gone. Hopefully Kelly can get back in, because otherwise we will have to postpone this. And as here comes Phil to complete his lap. Any improvement from Phil? No improvement at all. What about Dean Wasaki just behind? Can he improve? And crosses line. I don't think he did. But we'll have a look in just a moment. No stays P6, as we are going to get ready to go into the qualifying session. Audio Sport, our sponsor, which is Kelly, disconnected yet again, he says. And just try and get back in, Kelly, is all I can say. And yeah, we'll see what happens as the evening goes on. Qualifying then, Dan. 10 minutes of qualifying. You've got to be quick. You've got to be patient. What stealth sloth we've lost now? Michael Kelly, like I say, is just try and get back in, and we'll take a look at it. We'll give it a few more minutes, I reckon, before we. Just as it started to look like it was going well.
It did look to go well, but I just don't think PlayStation nor the Project Cars is allowing us to run this tonight.
Yeah.
It's just looking a little bit depressing, to be honest. Some drivers seem to be a little bit better off with their connections. Others, on the other hand, aren't looking any better. But if Stealthsoft does get back in, these guys are going to be hampered a little bit due to obviously trying to get into the session, and they will get one lap realistically. So it's looking a bit bleak, but we're gonna wing it out and see what happens. But
yeah. Yeah, we will. We'll definitely give it to go for you guys who are watching, as well as the guys that are driving. We're not just going to. We're going to try our best to get through it. It's nicely done there by the Audi through the chicane. Takes me a week to recover after BTCC at Snetterton, says PN Motorsport. Yeah, it's been 3 days. I'm still recovering.
As
I have massive yawn at the end of the say that Audio Sport saying can't join, but Kelly has just joined. Hopefully that gets him in. Stealth Sloth as well, not yet on the leaderboard, but we saw him join as well as KLF disconnects. I think we're going to have to call this where Stealth Sloth's got in.
It's a tricky one, man. It's definitely something that we don't want to do. We don't want to postpone it, but it's just not fair on certain drivers. And it gives other drivers as well, i.e. Welshie and people like Mays as well,
Mays
the opportunity to get themselves back in for next week. But if we're going to keep running like this and everyone keeps disconnecting, it's not really fair.
No, we're just going to have to call it a night, aren't we, if that's the case?
Yeah, it is the case. We'll try and long it out, but at this precise minute, it's just not looking good so far.
No, it is not looking good at all at the moment then. And let's give you a few qualifying stats going into this qualifying. And the best average qualifier in this session was Maze Gamer and Argent, tied on second place. 4 poles for Maze Gamer and 1 for Argent. Never been off the front row as Kieran. Sorry, he's been off the front row once in Q1. But he's never qualified less than 3rd place. Only qualified a best of first. He averages second place. Mainly the worst average qualifier is all the way down a couple of drivers actually. Stealth Sloth and Smithy 13th place. Didn't see that one. Sorry, Smithy average qualifying of 13th place. As guessing your hardwired connections. Yeah, yes, Disco, but it's not the internet problem that's causing it. PlayStation have had server errors tonight, not just on Project Cars, on multiple games as well. It's been reported that just connecting to servers has been the problem. As I think that little bit of lag there is Kelly getting back in. Yes, Kelly's in. Right, so everybody's back in. And don't know, mate, sets a pretty decent banker lap for himself. I'm sure that's as quick as he went in practice. So, I mean Rabbit Joe as well, he sets an even better banker lap. See tomorrow, Disco face. And 6.5 minutes left. Kelly's got a bit of short time to get a lap in, but he's going to get one in, Dan. That's the most important thing.
He is going to get one in. There he is now leaving the pits. What is he able to do? Misses turn 1 by a mile. What can Smithy do? He crosses the line and puts himself into that 7th place position. But Kelly's got one opportunity to try and get this done. And already the Mercedes are looking very strong.
Yeah, Rabbit Joe, Argent's into the 28s, which we didn't see in practice. 29 dead was his best. He's a 28.6. So looking good is Argent. But we'll see what his race pace is in a short while, hopefully, in 5 minutes' time. As here comes Kelly on his way now to get a lap in. As his Stealth Sloth had that big off at turn 1. Joe's gone back to the pit, so he is done for his time at the minute. So it's Argent, Joe, Nicky, Smokey Devil, Don't Know Mate, DJ Phil, Smithy out qualifying Dean Wasaki at the moment. And I think that's Don't Know Mate coming into Sector 2. It is, yes. He's green on his lap at the moment. He will be the first to finish his lap, followed by Argent just behind him. So let's see him across the line. Evening to Mays Gamer in the chat. Sure, Mays would have loved to be out here tonight. Brakes hard for this final right-hander. And you hear him just on and off the throttle here. Don't know, mate, on a pad using manual gears as well. So very tricky for him. Using the manual gears, and he's 700ths down on his time, and that's not too bad. Argent, though, was purple sector 1 as Smoky Devil ghosting to Stealth Sloth. Argent was purple sector 1, he's gone back to the pits, and here comes everybody then. Stealth Sloth will get a time on the board. Here comes Nicky. Can he improve any? No, he's down. Dean Rusocki in the background. Does he improve any? No, he stays down on his time as well. Smithy's in the pits. Stealth Sloth puts the time on the board. DJ Phil Green stays in 6th place. So at the moment, it's still Argent, Rabbit Joe, Nicky, Smoky Devil, don't know, mate, DJ Phil, Smithy, Dean, Stealth Sloth, and Kelly gets onto a timed lap now. And as you know, he's got a bit of time to get a few laps in here, Dan, not just the one.
Yeah, if he's fueled up enough, he should be able to get one more after this one as well. That's a fairly decent one, but obviously low fuel is what you want to be running here when you're qualifying. You obviously want the least amount of fuel possible so that you can really push to your car's best. But don't know, mate, will be the next car to come across the line first, I believe. No,
someone just in front of him. I reckon that's Rabbit Joe. Yeah, Joe, who's
on an out lap.
Yeah, on an out lap here.
So it should be interesting to see what these guys can pull. See if the mass connection can hold on just a little bit, as Nicky has been disconnected just as I mentioned it. Yeah, just as you mention it there. Dean, Stealth, Sloth, Smoky Devil all in the pits. Says, oh, don't know, mate, a little too much curve at the end. And, cheeky little reset button there. That'll go down as 5 points lost on the championship. It's a shame, but Stealth Sloth coming through the final sector now. Can he improve on a 37.6? Towards the line, a little bit twitchy from him. He's a little bit nervous towards the line, but can he improve? Can he get ahead of Dean? He does improve and gets closer. DJ Phil next across the line.
Yeah, where's Kelly? Is that Kelly just coming round now? It is indeed, as he comes down to the line and puts a time in of a 35.3. Will get 1-2 more laps in, depending on the situation of his fuel. Can Nicky get back in? That's the big question. He's got time. It's not like Peaceful last week. He has got time to get himself back into the session. And I think what we'll do, Dan, is I think we'll monitor this. If there's a few disconnecting between the sessions again, like there was practice to quali, then we'll have to call it a night.
Yeah, definitely so, and then have to move it to next week.
Yeah, I think that's the best case, and push it back 1 week. As Smoky Devil and Stealth Sloth currently in the pit lane, they want to be out on track. And here comes Smithy. In 6th place is Smithy, so if we do start tonight, Smithy in the box seat at the moment for a hefty bit of points. Here comes Rabbit Joe. Can he get closer to his teammate as he comes down the straight and doesn't improve? So no, he can't.
Don't know, mate. Next man to cross the line again. He's going to be a little bit slower due to the fact that he obviously had his reset and a little spin. So he's going to be a little bit slower as he comes towards the lines.
Yeah, 3/10 down on his best. Here comes DJ Phil Green with a bit of traffic behind him as well, and I think one of them cars in that traffic is, there's Smithy and Kelly, look. So KLF trying to get a bit of toe off for Smithy's Porsche as they go down the start straight. Here comes DJ Phil Green. Any improvement on his 5th place? No improvement for him. What about Smithy? He doesn't improve. Kelly improves massively and goes P3 at the minute. So good news for Kelly.
It's very good news for Kelly. Argent just at the back of this, and he misses turn 1 by quite a bit, a little bit twitchy, so he might not be on a good lap here, but will he get enough time to finish this lap?
Yeah, I think he might. I think he might get enough time to finish this and go again. Here's Rabbit Joe, Smoky Devil and Stealth Sloth in the pits. As they come down the back straight now, does Rabbit Joe. 600ths up on his time and just seemed to get that wrong there a little bit.
Just reading in the comments there, and Nicky's saying that we should move to next week, and she then goes to put good. Now you just need the rest of them to disconnect.
Yeah, and now he's just told Beth to pull the plug on my setup. Pull the plug, Beth. Get the stream off. As Rabbit Joe does improve 600ths, but it's not enough. He goes back to the pit, so he will not get another lap in. Don't know, mate. Might get one more bite of the cherry here as round the final corner he comes now. He's just so patient to get on the power there. He's don't know, mate, round the corner. Stovsloff, Smoky Devil round that final corner as well, and he doesn't improve. What does Dean do behind? Currently down in 8th is Dean. Bit off the pace at the moment. Does he improve? He does. Improves by 1.7. So good lap there as Nicky gets himself back in. Now that should mean he's in for the race. As Kelly very, very wide at the final corner. That's ruined any chance of a last run. What about Smithy and Argent? I think Smithy's just crossed the line. Argent will miss out and will not improve. But Dean, don't know, mate. As Nicky's disconnected. So Nicky will miss race 1. He was on double points tonight. I think it's only fair that we are letting Peaceful retake his double points. I think it's because of the PS servers. We will let Nicky retake his double for somewhere else due to the servers tonight. Yeah, hopefully he can get in. Where's Jamie when you need him? Says Stovsloff in the chat. Where's Dean then? Dean and Phil are on.
He would probably be the only one who would manage to get around on track.
Yeah, probably would. Here's Dean then. Can he get anywhere? Michael Conley, I think skipping a race because you don't like the track is just bad. It's not that he doesn't like the track, Maze. It's that we're having server problems. No one's complaining about the track.
As we see Dean go into the final sector.
He's backed out.
I think he's done.
Yeah, he's backed out. Phil's on a lap. Yeah, Maze, again, to your comment, you just need to try. It's not that nobody dislikes the track. I think it's just that that's Nicky getting in. It's just that the servers are playing up, Maze. That's the problem. The servers are kicking people and personally. Smithy's just said, personally, I'd happily do another week in case I'm winning and it disconnects. As here comes Phil then to finish everybody's qualifying times as we come down the start straight. That will put Nicky P10, unfortunately, but he will get to still be on the grid for the race. That's the most important thing. But it is Argent with pole position and a forever forward 1-2. No Welshie tonight. Stovsloff is down in 9th place. Nicky will start 10th for KLF, and on the second row in P3, DJ Phil Green will be in 7th. And if you're wondering why I'm reading them out like this, it's because I'm inputting the qualifying performances on my spreadsheet. Dean Wisoki's in 5th. No Alfie, no NJ. Smithy then is down in 8th with Don't Know Mate in 6th place. Good qualifying for him. And then Smoky Devil 4th place in this one. Dan, we go away. Who's your favourite for this race win?
Whoever's internet's allowing him to work, because Nicky has been disconnected again.
We have lost Nicky once more.
So to me, it's whoever's internet can last. No, I mean, I don't think it's going to work either, to be honest. But if I were to put my money on it, it would be Kelly.
Yeah.
But again, to me, it's whoever's internet is going to survive.
Yeah, well, any more disconnections, I think from here on out, we will postpone back to next week. And Maze Game is saying, I think some of the boys didn't show up because of the track. Alfie's at work, you forgot your PSN, Welshie's on holiday. they're an up bar nobody's heard of, so they're the 4 that's disconnected. And I argue that work, holiday and no PSN is valid reasons. I don't think it's the track that's put them off. So, yeah, I'm not quite sure where you're going with this one, Maze, but yeah. Peaceful Stepdad, just get on with it. Yeah, we're gonna try Peaceful Stepdad. We're gonna get on with it and try to run this one. But any more disconnections, and I think we have to postpone, Dan. I think that's the right way to do it.
Yeah, I think so.
Red flag, the F1 would have red flagged it.
Yeah, they definitely would, but not for wet weather.
Argent, stop going for that easy win, says Welshie in the chat. 22 people watching. Guys, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe if you are new. Argent will take an extra point at the moment for pole position. And I think that's Argent's first pole without speeding in the pit lane this season, Dan. So he's learning.
He is learning, slowly but surely, but he is, and Argent is on pole position as we just get underway here.
We sync up.
We will see if we survive.
Yeah, we will see if we will survive as the lights go on. We're about to go green. We're green here at Oscherslaben. And what a start, what a launch from KLF 900, who already splits the 2 forever forward Mercedes and's got Argent done. Argent did not move off of the line, and down towards turn 1 we go. Dean looking to make up ground as is Don't Know Mate. And Dean and Don't Know Mate, they touching her into the wall at the beginning of lap 1, and we knew there was going to be a turn 1 incident. And Dean and Don't Know. Oh, and Dean just ploughed straight into the side of him. Well, that's a bit silly from Dean there.
Yeah, possibly didn't see him, but KLF leads into turn 1 with Rabbit Joe in second and Arjun in third, Smoky Double in fourth. This is what I meant. These cars are going to struggle for overall race pace. But look who's in 5th place position.
Yeah, look who is in 5th place.
It's just sticking to the back of them right now. And they're really starting to push these cars to the limits on the first lap. Kelly, though, looking very good in the lead with Rabbit Joe in second, Arjun in third, Smoky in fourth, Smithy in 5th. Don't know, mate, having that incident with Dean, which allows Stealth Slop up into 7th, DJ Phil in 8th, and Dean Wasaki currently at the back with major damage to his car.
Yeah, Kelly's away though, Dan Inty, 1.5 seconds up the road and is flying at the moment. That Renault looks really hooked up. Go KLF for the win, says Nicky in the chat. And I tell you what, this is a great start to his campaign. He said at Donington all weekend that he fancies this one as a good track for him. And look at this man in P4. Could he be on for a podium? Let's see what he can do. 2 Mercedes. What's happened to Rabbit Joe? Actually, he's dropped down to P5. I was going to say 3 Mercs split Kelly and Smithy, but there's only 2. As Argent now trying to get a bit gain on the back of Kelly. This is where you'll see Argent gaining that time over this Renault, but it's going to be in that middle sector where he loses all of that time and will drop down to a bit of time to KLF around this corner. Look, the Merc just doesn't seem to have what the Renault does. As Kelly, they made a mistake mid-corner, Dan, because he ended up on the curb, so a little wiggle there for him.
Yeah, the thing is though, Kelly doesn't want to get too complacent. He knows his car's stronger on an overall lap pace than Argent, but Dean and Don't Know Mate already in, obviously due to having damage at the start of the race. But Arjun just needs to be patient now. He's not really fighting Kelly for a championship. The other Pro Laps driver currently not here at the minute. So at the minute, Forever Forward do gain points on Team Pro Laps right now. So he's just in a decent position just to sit and watch Kelly right now and just pick his fight.
Yeah, just pick his fight, and that's been Kieran's problem this season of consistency and when to pick his fight and not picking him at the right time. But at the minute, patience seems to be the way he's going about it so far.
Yeah, definitely so. He just needs to take his time and just get it together, take it bit by bit. If Kelly makes a mistake, that's when he pounces.
Yeah, indeed, as he just runs a little wide. Kieran followed him into the gravel as well, and this is how long these boys are in the pits. Look. Don't Know Mate and Dean about to become a lap down. Don't Know Mate's only just got away, and they've lost a whole lap there, so that is a long old pit stop for them two then. Last time around, as here comes Argent and KLF, nearly bumper to bumper. And Rabbit Joe as well looking to make some ground upon Smithy, but Smithy has a chance here tonight to get some good points. Oh no!
And there we go, Smithy disconnecting.
I think, Dan, we're going to have to call this one.
Yeah. We're going to have to red flag it.
Yeah.
We're going to have to red flag it, I think.
Yeah, I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah, it's not fair on the guys who put the effort and time into this.
No.
You know, and then just to lose it. We can't restart a race. They can't just jump back in like you would do on ACC. So sadly, guys, this is not working here tonight. No, what we're going to have to do is we are going to have to leave this one. We will come back tomorrow night for the Pro. We'll try and hopefully come back tomorrow night for the Pro. But we are going to have to leave it here for the Pro-Am tonight. We are going to have to, sadly, call this one to an end, even though these guys are still racing. It's just not happening. Everybody at certain times is being disconnected. So we are going to... I think, Dan, me and you, main admin, I think we're just going to have to call this one, aren't we, right now? Yeah, I just don't think it's fair, really. And it gives us an opportunity to fill the grid up again. For people who haven't had any practice for this circuit, this is a circuit you do need to practice and learn. So for them, they can get an extra week in of practice, and we can come back refreshed. Server's working to its perfect position, and see if Kelly can retake the lead again. Yeah, I think again, I think what we'll do then, ladies and gentlemen, is we are going to call it here. We are going to call it right now that this will be the end of tonight's stream. We'll be back tomorrow night live at 8 PM BST, where the servers will hopefully be working, as we have just lost another driver there as well. So we will be back tomorrow night. Take care. Good night.